He's a fine young player, Josh Caddy, and there's still a chance.
Just had a look at the behind the goal footage of that, and Liam Patrick standing in the middle of the ground, and he's given the big hands in the air pose, so they're still genuinely excited about it. They've got 3 minutes 50 to go.
And they give away a centre square infringement. So the Tigers will just need one more to ice it. Jack's up, and he's down. Nahas through 50 metres. Sun's still in it.
Well, Brennan and Campbell-Brown look the most likely of their forwards to do something at this stage.
Yeah, but this won't suit Campbell. Campbell's been able to find his space out the backside. Yeah, it was obvious. It could only ever be a free kick one way. Campbell needs the ball coming in quick and a bit of space. I don't think this is going to suit him.
It's a long kick from McKenzie, Smith, Patrick. Pressure now on the Tigers' defence. Tackling becoming a little bit more aggressive from the Suns. Tuck couldn't get boot to ball. Got it out well, though, towards Delidio. Conker. High ball. Play on. Cochin won the free, and away he goes. Tigers on the burst. Cochin to get it back. Bennell gets him. Turnover. Who's first to it? The Tigers in Ellis, who's had a good game. Edwards gave it up. Hall, he's clear.
Right at the back.
60 metres out. Kicks it long into the pocket. Brown drops what he should have taken. Still going. Runs into Patrick. Oh, if you're a Sun supporter, you're tearing your hair out. And the Tigers to clear. Or do they? And they're now going to slow it down through Delidio.
That's what fatigue does to you. And the younger man, Liam Patrick, just stood aside and gave the old A for the senior experienced player.
Gee, it would have been a goal. It would have been 4 points in it. There's still just over 2 minutes, but now it's a real issue for the Suns. There's a set up for Bennell to spoil. Tried to keep his feet. Cochin found the boundary. He's had a big night.
Well, he's had the biggest night of everyone out there.
Look at
his
this.
knee gets in on this. Oh, it comes right through and hits him on there.
And again,
Upper leg.
he gets it back.
Now here, the young man makes way for him, and he recognised the young man's got rite of passage, so they both stand back. They're like those two spies. After you. No, after you.
Forward go the Tigers once again. Stanley under pressure. Prestia to Ablett. They're going backwards though, the Gold Coast. They've got to go forwards. Weller hits it. It's all Richmond here. Tuck. Delidio again. McGrawan. Dixon tired. McGrawan managed to get over the line. 90 seconds to go.
Been a terrific game. It really has been a great battle by both clubs. Maybe early on we didn't give the Gold Coast as much credit as we should have for their performance, but they've gone inside 50 42 times, which is a pleasing return. They're going to be absolutely thrilled with their work rate.
They're still trying here, the Suns, but will they run out of time? Or will they run out of top players? Because McKenzie's given it up. Everybody's giving it up. Prestia hasn't. Shaw, Hall, the sub. He's got fresh legs. Everyone else is tired. Brennan runs himself into a circle. Runs himself into trouble. That should be the game. Marek slowing things down. A little chip sideways. They kept coming, the Suns, but they were just tired on their legs.
Well, you knew what Jared Brennan was thinking. He just had to get out the other side and get into a position where he could take 3 or 4 steps and get a decent leg on the ball and hoof it forward.
Still trying to make something from nothing. Patrick, Harbrow on the burst. Bounces, doesn't come back to him, but he gets clear. 30 metres out. Kicks the goal. They're still in it.
Now the Tigers now with 25 seconds and one centre bounce clearance. They need to leave 2 men in their forward line and run all the others back into the back line, just so if there is a chance that it's going to go in the Suns' direction, that they're able to choke it up and get extra numbers by 3, outnumbered by about 3 or 4.
Massive.
Look at this. They're going with their 6-man forward line now. They're saying, hey, boys, get up there.
Well, you laughed at me when I said 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Could that be their season? Well, this is definitely it here.
And look, they've got 2 Suns players on the nearest wing. Their opponents are under the defensive side. If it comes out this side, they're in forward 50.
Who will get the clearance? Grigg with a smothered kick.
Oh, it's coming.
Swallow. Mackenzie can kick it a long way. Throws it on the boot. A hero needed. Almost Brennan. 10 seconds to go. Matera hooks it back.
Carmichael.
It comes to Carmichael Hunt. Oh, no. 12 seconds to go in the game. The man everybody talked about when he came across from the NRL has kicked 3 goals in his career. Siren gone to win the game.
Advice from Ablett.
Richmond's season on the line, as David King said. Carmichael Hunt. Is he the hero that the Suns believe he is? He definitely is.
What a story. What a story. Look at the jubilation.
Get Josh Hall out there to be able to leapfrog that. What a goal.
Dumbfounded.
Well, there's 2 tales here, Matty. Look at the Richmond supporters. Look at the Richmond players. They are devastated. They are gutted. But the Gold Coast Suns have had their first win for the year. And what a story for Carmichael Hunt. What a finish. What an amazing game.
It really worried me that last bounce when they left 2 Suns players on the wing. All it had to do was come 5 metres this way and they were in the forward line. Push men back, but don't leave people around the stoppage coming in off the wing. Oh man, they were just basic common sense. Danny Stanley, he's going to have a holiday, but he's got a bit of claret over the eye. It's going to be worth all the punishment.
Let's get to Lee Colbert with the man of the moment.
Carmichael, that is just unbelievable, mate. Explain what you were thinking. 25 seconds to go, and you end up with it.
Look, I was just in the forward line. I just wanted to get free, get some space, and good vision by Fish Matera. Obviously, spotted me up and put a cute little kick in there, and the rest was up to me. So, lucky I got over.
Gary Ablett ran over. What did he say? Did anyone say anything? Can you remember?
Yeah, none of the boy. Gaz has got the same mindset as me. He said, "Look, if you miss it, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Take the pressure off yourself." Harley said, "Take your time." The other boy said, "We need this." So, mixed emotions, but look, at the end of the day, I just had to hit it, and lucky I went through.
And how does that compare with everything else you've done in your life? I mean, you've achieved a lot of things, but where does that couple of minutes compare?
Yeah, look, it's up there. Obviously, it's pretty documented that we're not having the best season in terms of results on the board, but we thought we could win tonight, and we led back in the third quarter, and we just needed to grind it out and get some scores on the board, and lucky got the last one through, as I was saying. So,
well, mate, you join an elite club now. You've kicked the goal after the siren. It's a huge club, and congratulations. I know it's a big win for the club. Well done.
Thank you very much, mate. Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
They were gone. They were dead and buried. 25 seconds to go. They've kicked 2 goals to win the game in amazing circumstances. We talk about, as kids, we talk about dreaming of kicking a goal after the siren. Carmichael Hunt's playing different codes.
Oh, what a story. There were so many wonderful stories tonight. We just saw Shane Tuck, and Colby, you've got Tucky's cousin.
Yeah, well, Gaz, he's shaking his head down here. Mate, Carmi just said that it doesn't matter if he misses. I'm sure it does matter if he misses, but he hit it beautifully.
No, well, I didn't want to put any pressure on him. I thought, if he misses, well, we let the game slip, but I was actually pretty confident. He's pretty good from that range, and he put it through the big fella, and it's a great feeling. We needed a win, and I think that'll lift the boys' spirits now.
What about the emotion? I mean, obviously it's been a big year, but 2 in a row now in Cairns. The boys just spilled onto the ground. It's like you won something pretty special.
It was great. Look, I thought the boys, started fantastic, and all year our third quarter's really been killing us, and had a message to come out and start the quarter well, and we didn't. They got away and got back in the game, so we've got to fix some things up there, but it was fantastic to get the win.
It was one of those games where you're always in it. It looked like at half time you had a decent lead. The third quarter wasn't great, but then you just kept coming and coming, and some of those young boys are proving to be pretty good players now. Yeah, look, credit to the boys. We probably shouldn't have let them back in the game in the first place, but it was fantastic. The boys hung in there. We're down by 10 points with a couple of minutes to go, and we've got a couple of goals late, which is fantastic. It's a good feeling to get to sing the song. It's fantastic. You belted yourself around tonight, mate. How is your body? You got whacked about 3 or 4 times tonight. Yeah, I'm getting older, mate. I'm 28 now, but look, the body's still feeling fine, and I want to make sure I hang around for when these boys win some premierships in years to come. Good on you, guys. Go and enjoy. Big night.
Well, there's 2 stories here. They're off the bottom of the table, but Richmond found themselves inside the 8, and now David King, they're outside the 8.
Well, that's their season, Matty. The harsh reality is they're going to have to do something extraordinary from now on in to play finals. They've blown an opportunity to capitalise on not only a win with the 4 points, but to try and achieve and obtain some percentage. Well, and they've blown it in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Really, and I don't mean this in an insensitive way, but for every team in this comp, you play 22 matches. You literally get 4 points and you play 21 matches. Everyone beats Gold Coast this season, bar one team now. So it takes 2 matches to win that back, because everyone else has banked 4 points against these guys. I mean, this is on the flip side. A wonderful story. We see Carmichael there and the Gold Coast guys, but everyone, all the other blokes all the other teams who are up against Richmond in that 8th going for that 8th spot, they bank 8 points against them. These guys don't.
We're just looking at this, and today it was about maturity for Richmond, and their first half was deplorable. Now, they found themselves and worked their way back into the game and found themselves a couple of goals up with 2 minutes to play. That's enough. They should have hung on. They didn't have the will, they didn't have the spirit and the belief in the end to win that game. It's as simple as that. Now, you look there, you see Trent Cotchin, you know what it means to him. He's had an amazing day. Forget the numbers, it's not about stats.
It's a rarity too, and you can say this about this bloke. It is a bit of a rarity these days. Best man on the ground plays in the losing side. That bloke there was clearly best man on ground, in my opinion. He was phenomenal tonight, and he gave everything. He understood the moment, understood the occasion, and still ran hard at the end of the day. Well, you've got his stats there, King.
He had 38 disposals. He had 8 score involvements. He was everywhere. 17 contested possessions. He started this game like a house on fire. He virtually played Gold Coast by himself for 30 minutes.
Yep.
So that's what it meant to him. But this is a massive moment for the Richmond Football Club.
An amazing finish at Kazali Stadium. The Suns, they might need to get on Google Maps. They're not from the Gold Coast. They're undefeated in tropical North Queensland. They've won a thriller. An amazing finish by the K-Man to win by 2 points. Welcome back to Kazali Stadium. Here's the story so far. In the first quarter, Richmond got off to a flyer, but new recruit Josh Hall and Carmichael Hunt kept the Suns in it, and Campbell Brown puts one of their 4 goals on the quarter, or on the board, as Nahas evens it up. But it was a good start by the Gold Coast. Gary Ablett was involved in everything. Couldn't get past Rance. Josh Hall, the high jumper, got past. He kicked his first goal in AFL football, got 2 for the half, and like last time we were here, there was a bit of push and shove in the game. In the third quarter, Richmond came out firing. Revolt, Nahas, they dominated. 7 goals straight before super sub Aaron Hall got one back for the Suns. And just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, the Tigers were out to an 18-point lead. The game looked all over until the K-Man found himself in the right moment, in the right spot, and he was equal to the task. An amazing finish. 2 goals in the last 25 seconds to the Suns have seen them defeat Richmond for the 2nd time in a row. Good start by the Coast. They led by 2 goals. Led by 6 goals at one stage in that second quarter before Richmond got the final 2. 24 points at half-time. But in the end, it was a 2-point margin for the Suns. Revolt and Nahas, 9 of the 13 goals between them. Ablett, Cotchin, Delidio, all brilliant. Dermott.
Thank you very much, Matty. Well, we're still reeling here. What a conclusion to that game there. And, well, they got out to 18 points, and it was a couple of goals then quickly when they were 18 points down. Josh Caddy put them back into the contention there. We were all over the shop, Kingy.
Well, we thought that was the game, didn't we? We thought the Campbell Brown had to make that one. We got a bit emotional there. You love supporting the underdog, don't you? You want to see them achieve success, and it was a great finish. It really was.
Absolutely. Now, I think we've got Bluey McKenna wired up. Are we ready to go to him? Not just yet. We'll get to Bluey very soon. So when they got to that situation then, they got to 4 points down, and then... Well, let's run with the tape and see what happened in the final few moments. What a story. Look at the jubilation.
Get Josh Hall out there to be able to leapfrog that. What a goal.
Dumbfounded.
Well, there's two tales here, Matty. Look at the Richmond supporters. Look at the Richmond players. They are devastated. They are gutted. But the Gold Coast Suns are at their first win for the year. And what a story for Carmichael Hunt. What a finish. What an amazing game.
It really worried me that last bounce when they left two Suns players on the wing. All it had to do was come 5 metres what a story. And with those pictures of Liam Patrick coming over the top, I can see that adorning the foyer of the Gold Coast Suns entrance area up at Metricon Stadium for years to come. It's just a wonderful picture, wonderful story. And I reckon one bloke who would have sheer jubilation running through him at the moment is with Colby right now, and that is Bluey McKenna.
Bluey, extraordinary night. A minute and a half to go, you're 2 goals down, and Carmichael Hunt ends up with the ball, siren gone. How was the feeling?
Oh, never in doubt, mate. Oh, look, you know, it's just fantastic. I mean, Kay, he's probably played 20-odd games. To actually win a game for our football club, the last kick, and to do that, I think it's just a great reward for him. And I think the side, too. We let ourselves down in the third quarter, but, you know, with all this losing we've been having, I think it's actually what it does do is teach the boys how to win. And I think over, you know, last week especially, this week, coming back like we did, it was a fantastic result.
And the whole game, though, you actually played, as you said, pretty well for 3 quarters, but just that 1 quarter you let yourself down. But it looked like you just had you were able to use the ball well. Tonight it just seemed to work in a lot of areas and not turn the ball over as much as you have in previous games.
Well, yeah, not using injuries as an excuse, but again, you know, Harbrow back for his second game, Riscatelli back sort of freer with injury, Campbell Brown, a few of our older boys back and playing, and obviously Dion Prestia, you know, his second game, David Swallow comes back in, so just the quality and the cattle out there certainly aids us moving the ball better.
Bluey, Dermot here, congratulations, mate. There comes a time in every game, no matter what you do as a coach, you just have to let them play. You let them play for the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, certainly did, Dermot. There's nothing, we were just trying to get some fresh troops out there, and I mean, again, David Swallow, we spoke about it, you know, Aaron Hall had come on as a sub, he was gassed out, so we're just pushing some fresh troops out there. You sort of got to live and by your structures. The boys understood that, but as I said, the pleasing thing was that they never chucked it in, and you know, we could be guilty of that maybe over our short existence in the AFL. We get after half time and we fall away, but I'm just starting to see the boys are hanging on for longer, which is a pleasing thing.
Great 2 weeks, Bluey. Last week's effort against Geelong was first class. Just died in the end, as you said. But tonight, it had that feel about it. But they stood up. They stood strong, didn't they, the boys?
Yeah, well, just a reward for their effort, I think, Kingy. You know, we certainly turned the ball over. Richmond made us pay in that third quarter. I mean, there was a bit of ebbing and flowing early in that last quarter. They got those 3 goals up. And I think I just remember Campbell Brown standing at centre half forward, clapping and cheering and saying, "Come on, boys! This has got to be our night." And as I said, the boys really rallied behind Brownie and the rest of the boys. And, you know, the ball fell our way and Kay kicked a ripper goal.
Well, Bluey, it certainly was your night. It was the Gold Coast Suns night. Congratulations, mate. We doff our hats to you.
Thanks, boys.
Bluey McKenna there, he must go home in one seriously good mood.
Well done to him too. He's worked hard for this one. It's great to see.
And on the flip side is the Tigers who get to go home and lick their wounds. Sad day for Richmond. Is it their season gone now? We'll find out soon. But it was the Gold Coast Suns by 2 points.